Well, I could call this Realm Royale Mobile, but in a lot of ways I could also call it Realm Royale 2.0. Let's talk about this. Hey everybody, what is going on? Brandon here. This time covering, I know, a mobile game. Stay with me though, I normally don't cover mobile games, but I felt like I had to for a lot of different reasons here with this, because this is hi-rez. This is essentially a Realm Royale mobile clone with better mechanics. Now, I discovered this game the other day purely by accident. Like, I had no idea what it was. I just was scrolling the Play Store on my phone while I was bored. My kids were taking over the TV, saw it. I was like, wow, that kind of looks like Realm Royale. Downloaded it, played a few matches, and actually am very impressed for a mobile game. Because pretty much everything that Realm Royale does, this game does also, but takes it up a notch. Now, that doesn't necessarily always mean that's a good thing, though, but in a lot of ways, it is. So first off, let's talk about the things I do like about this game. There's a lot to actually really like for a mobile game here, especially if you're a fan of Realm Royale. So with that being said, let me get started with the things I do like. First and foremost are the heroes/classes. Now, they're listed as heroes, but anybody that's played Realm Royale can tell you these play the exact same way the classes do in Realm Royale, with having different skins and different abilities you can equip, as well as a talent system, as opposed to Apex Legends, where each hero has a fixed ability and you can't really upgrade them in any way, shape, or form. And actually, I would say this game handles the class system better than Realm Royale. There's more abilities, there are class-locked abilities, there's class-specific and class-locked weapons, there's more classes, I don't know if I already said that already, there's more classes to choose from, more weapons to choose from, and all in all, the abilities and the way the characters play just feel a lot more unique when compared to Realm Royale, where a lot of times it gets kind of stagnant. Next thing I love are the relics. Now, relics are this game's answer to runes. If you're not familiar with what runes are, they're essentially just passive buffs you can find throughout the match to equip your character. The way this game handles them, though, is a little bit different and a lot better. Because as opposed to Realm Royale, where all the runes are the same rarity level and they all only give a minor buff, these relics actually have different rarity levels, so they're harder to find. Sometimes that you will never find a relic that you're looking for, sometimes you might find it right off the bat, and the impact that these relics have on the gameplay is astounding and makes for actually a lot more fun gameplay. Some of the relics, like one that I found one time, each time I got a kill, automatically upgraded a random piece of my equipment. I loved that. So every time I was getting a kill, one of my pieces of equipment were getting upgraded one level. So by the end of the match, I had all legendary equipment without actually having to go and loot really much of anything because that relic I found early on in the game. Next thing I love about this game is the armor system. I know a lot of people are going to hate on me for this, but I love the original Realm Royale armor system. I thought it was unique. It added a different thing, a different playstyle to the game. It was way different than Fortnite, where you actually got pieces of armor and you had to repair those pieces of armor, and each piece of armor had a different rarity, which gave a different potency. I actually loved the old armor system because of how unique it was. A lot of people didn't like it. I'm not really understanding why they didn't like it. But I always did like it. When they got rid of it, I kind of felt bummed out because I felt like they were just trying to become another version of Fortnite where you just shielded yourself with potions. I liked the idea of picking up pieces of armor, and they have that in this game. It's almost like when they were making it, they decided, we're going to go with the classic style armor system that Realm Royale used to have back when it had 100,000 players, not now that it's only got like 1,700. So I do enjoy the armor system in this. I hope they don't change it. I do like it because it does remind me a lot more of the classic Realm Royale experience. Speaking of classic Realm Royale experience, another thing that I mentioned briefly a little bit before is the class-locked abilities. This is something else I really like. Something I liked about in Realm Royale that they kind of got rid of, where every class can now pick up every ability, and it kind of took away from the whole every class being different thing. Sure, each class in Realm Royale gets a buff using their class-based abilities, but pretty much every class can use every ability and every weapon. At least this way, there are class-locked weapons and abilities, and I enjoy that. You can't be an assassin and go pick up a hunter's bow and reap the best of both worlds. You've got to pick between assassin abilities and assassin weapons, or hunter abilities and hunter weapons, based on your class. That's something that Realm Royale got away from, and they had a good reason behind it. It did make for a lot of unnecessary garbage all over the map that nobody could use, but at the same time, it also added to the whole fantasy class-based battle royale, and I really enjoy that. Next up, and this is a big one, is the competition level and the player base. Now, yes, I'm sure there are bots in this game. I'm not an idiot. I know there's probably bots. It's some Chinese clone. There's definitely probably bots. But either the bots are all way better than our Realm Royale bots, or the actual players that are in this game are a lot more talented. Because, to be completely honest with you, I've only won like 3 games over the last 4 days in solo mode on this game, as opposed to Realm Royale that I can get on and win 3 out of 4 matches. The competition here is a lot harder. I don't know if it's just because it's touchscreen controls that I'm not used to or what, but the competition in this game seems to be a lot harder. It adds a little bit more of a challenge, and I honestly enjoy it. It's more exhilarating to have a challenging gunfight or to have a 1v2 and barely come out on top than it is in Realm Royale, where it's kind of color by numbers and it gets kind of easy and it gets stagnant and you get complacent on your playstyle. And honestly, after you've played a lot of Realm Royale, a lot of my viewers probably know this, it gets a lot easier and gets way too easy at some point in time. That's why a lot of us have stopped playing so much, because it did kind of get stagnant and way too easy to win a match. Next up, let's talk about the cons. There are some negatives to this game, not very much, but they are pretty big negatives. So I'm going to go ahead and break them down. The biggest one being, it is sort of pay to win. And I say sort of because you don't actually have to pay money in order to get these things, but it is a long grind in order to unlock new classes, unlock new talents. It is a grind in order to be able to get them. The skins do give performance bonuses, and you can get the skins for free. You can get pretty much everything in the game just by playing, but it does take quite a bit of time. So paying money will get you a lot further, a lot faster in this game, making it sort of pay to win, which is kind of shitty. I don't like that. It does kind of suck that they would go that route with it, but it is a mobile game, so really I expected it fully. Next negative is class balances. I will say that the classes seem to be purposely unbalanced, with the more expensive classes being stronger than the other classes. I mean, it's kind of a given in any kind of game like this, especially a mobile game, that something that costs money or more money is going to be a little bit better than the other things. Now, with the pay-to-win skins, that you don't really get a whole lot of advantage, and you can unlock all that with just playing the game, just like you can the classes. Like I said, though, the more you pay, the faster you can get things done, and paying for some of these higher-tier classes is going to give you an advantage. I know there's been multiple matches I've been winning that I've lost in this game just because a guy's got a class that he's clearly put a bunch of actual money into. He's got his talents all maxed out, his armor's all maxed out, and that class is just OP as hell, and he takes almost no damage from a legendary weapon at point blank range. That is one thing that needs fixed. If I had to pick between my biggest complaint, the classes being unbalanced is definitely the biggest thing, because some of those higher tier classes are just impossible to beat in the in-game, especially if you're playing with one of the 3 starter classes like I am, because I don't intend to put any money into this game. I intend to see how much of this I can get done just from playing and how good I can get, how much I can increase my talents, how high I can level up my characters, because it's a mobile game. I don't play a lot of mobile games. I have this on my phone, so now, like at doctor's appointments or something, I can play on my phone. I don't play a lot of these games, so I'm going to see how far I can get just playing, how much I can unlock. But if I had a chief complaint, I would say it's definitely how much more powerful the pay-to-win classes are. But guys, at the end of the day, this is actually a really fun mobile clone of Realm Royale. If you're a fan of Realm Royale and you have a phone and you're on the go a lot and you want something to kind of scratch that itch while you're going, definitely check this out. You might actually be really impressed and might almost play this more. I will say that I've been playing this more than I have Realm Royale on my Switch, even when I'm home. So I've actually gone and played this more because I find it more enjoyable, which is sad because I hate mobile controls on games. But yeah, definitely check this game out if you have the time or you want to check it out. Don't hate on me too much for covering a mobile game. Occasionally, I will cover mobile games. It does happen every once in a while, even though it is kind of a rarity. I won't be spending any money on this, so I'm not going to be shilling out telling you guys, buy these packs, buy this. If you don't want to spend money on it, don't spend money on it. I'm not advertising for the game. I'm just letting my viewers know that the game is there if you guys want to check it out. But guys, this is all the time I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video and you want to see more, please do me a favor and hit that red subscribe button. If you want to know anytime Nathan or I upload videos, please do us a favor and ring that bell icon. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.